everybody, this is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about 115 Day, some incredible updates for the future of zombies, and even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and let me know down below in the comment section, what are you playing today in spirit of National Zombies Day? I'm aware that the series premiere of The Last of Us is also tonight, which is fantastic, but are you hopping on custom zombies, Black Ops Cold War, maybe even Vanguard? Let me know down below in the comments, of course. But we did get the release of this Transit Welcome Aboard t-shirt over on the official Call of Duty merch shop, which kind of just came out of nowhere and did release as of yesterday, so I think it was in spirit of 115 Day. Just ended up dropping this over on the shop. Not saying this confirms a Transit remake in any way, shape, or form, but hey, Activision definitely knows how much the community is asking for a Chronicles 2, so maybe that is on deck for the next Black Ops game. Maybe everybody out there that ends up purchasing this Transit t-shirt could make sure that a Chronicles 2 does happen sooner than later, hopefully in the next Black Ops game for 2024. But over in the background, enjoy some beautiful Call of the Dead remastered gameplay over on the Steam Workshop. The map just came out, I think, a good week and a half ago-ish. It looks absolutely phenomenal. The Easter egg works. There's some new side quests. Might even stream this map as of tonight. I'll have to wait and see about that, but definitely enjoy that, and hopefully you check this map out if you do own Black Ops 3 over on PC. But as of a couple of days ago, Treyarch did put out some brand new job listings for their next Black Ops game, and specifically, these job listings were centered all around zombies. I'm not kidding. So they confirmed there is a huge expansion coming to their zombies team over at the studio. Not only do they already have a zombies team over in California, but they are creating a brand new zombies department over in Canada, specifically in Vancouver. And this zombies team over in Vancouver is going to be collaborating with the zombies team we have over in California. So right away, I think we could just assume maybe one team is for round base, one is for Outbreak. I mean, maybe that's not the case and both teams will be working on the same thing, but overall, a big zombies expansion for development is exactly what the community has been asking for quite some time. I remember specifically back during Black Ops 2, they had the campaign team working on certain zombies maps and the zombies team working on some of the other ones. I think the campaign team ended up working on Mob of the Dead and Origins, while the zombies focused team worked on Transit, Die Rise, and Buried, probably even Nuketown. So with that being said, the more people the better when it comes to the future of this game mode. But what's also great about that is just expanding overall. Considering Cold War was a pandemic-made game, I'm still surprised with how solid Cold War is as a game, but for any of the shortcomings that Cold War has, you just have to remember not only was it made under a pandemic, really rough circumstances, working remote, but it also wasn't Treyarch's game to begin with, and it still turned out to be a fairly solid experience, especially for brand new zombies players who might not have played over the years, who might have just been on Warzone for free. It was a great entry point for a whole new audience to really get involved with the zombie scene, and I can't even imagine with their expansion now with development how much bigger zombies is going to get, especially with a full 3-year development cycle. But the question is this all preparing for not just Black Ops 2024, but the rumored 2023 zombies experience, which we talked about in length here on the channel before, but now tonight's video is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan. When you're injured, you deserve compensation, and the size of your law firm definitely matters. Now, Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm with over 800 lawyers and over 100 offices nationwide. The best part, though, is that Morgan & Morgan's fee is completely free unless they win your case. Over 3 million people already trust Morgan & Morgan, and getting started is easy. Now, just check out the link in this video's description or the pinned comment to learn more information. But thank you to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring tonight's video. For those out there that aren't aware of the 2023 rumors, we've had infamous leakers like Ralph's Valve confirm, or not confirm, but report, I should say, that Zombies is coming in 2023, which kind of has us all scratching our heads, right? We don't even know what's coming in 2023 in terms of the Call of Duty series. Lots of different rumors floating around, but the most reliable one that came from Jason Schreier, a fellow gaming journalist, is that Modern Warfare 2 is getting a big premium release at some point in 2023, which would mean it could be a Miles Morales type situation where it's a spin-off game that comes out built on the Modern Warfare engine using the same technology, but features its own campaign, a multiplayer full of remastered maps that could be from MW2 2009, and possibly even a zombies to justify that $70 price tag. But considering it is a 20-year anniversary of Call of Duty next year, or I should say this year now, but this fall, it just makes sense to also include zombies in that celebration. So maybe Treyarch expanding right now with zombies development is to also prepare for something as big as a bonus zombies mode that's a part of that 2023 anniversary game, not just Black Ops 2024. Now, there were other job listings that went up over the last, I want to say, 8 to 12 months, and many of them just mentioned multiplayer and zombies. Of course, that could mean that Treyarch's campaign team is full and they're good on that. I think that actually refers to the fact that Raven's going to be working on the next campaign, just like they did with Cold War, so that Treyarch has more time to focus on multiplayer zombies and then whatever they do for Warzone. I actually like that approach better, even though I love Treyarch campaigns. I think them putting in more time into multiplayer and zombies, which is what's going to get updated over the course of, what, 6 or more seasons. That just makes the most sense to me, and you fellow Zombies fans out there probably feel the same way. So with those job listings in mind, and even the new one, I would say that Zombies has a very, very bright future, even if Vanguard Zombies wasn't your cup of tea. I'm not going to talk much about Vanguard Zombies in this video for obvious reasons. I mean, sure, Treyarch quote-unquote led development on it, but it was like a skeleton crew that worked on it anyway. It wasn't the core Zombies team by any means, and it was also for a game that wasn't theirs. So judging Vanguard Zombies and letting that reflect Treyarch's quality just isn't the right move in my opinion. But also looking at the leaked hacked images that we saw as of a good 6 months ago, that Round-Base and Outbreak were in the menu for Modern Warfare 2, those were real images. Looking at that, that also has me thinking that whatever is coming in 2023 does feature Zombies in Modern Warfare 2 somehow, whether it's in this game or whether it's in the 2023 spin-off type game that is just built on the same Modern Warfare 2 technology. Now, I'm not saying they can't put out job listings this soon for their next Black Ops game, but I do feel like, I don't know what it is, but I have this gut feeling that them putting out those job listings now about Zombies specifically is referring to something coming out before Black Ops 2024. I mean, usually Zombies goes into development last. Usually it's campaign, then multiplayer, then the Zombies, and Treyarch usually doesn't mention or market Zombies very much until usually the summer before a new COD comes out. But maybe they're changing things up this time around where they want to get a real solid head start on Zombies. I mean, that would be very welcome. I'm totally open to that, but there's also a possibility that they are working on Zombies for something else that isn't related to their next premium Call of Duty. Now, with the current landscape of COD 2.0 as of right now, Infinity Ward hasn't been providing too much communication. We know Raven supposedly took charge of Warzone again, so the question is, what is Infinity Ward specifically working on, right? Are they just going back to focusing on multiplayer, then the raids, probably a bit of DMZ, or is Raven taking charge with most of the post-launch content now for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone? That's the big question, but you could put on a tinfoil hat and say maybe Infinity Ward's also giving a big helping hand into whatever's coming out in 2023. We know Sledgehammer is leading that project according to Gaming Insiders, but Infinity Ward might also be lending a helping hand that's taking their time away from the DLC cycle of Modern Warfare 2 as of now. Could that even be Zombies related? Absolutely. I mean, Infinity Ward seems to have shown interest before that they want to get back into Zombies. Even when Lee Ross departed from the studio a lot too long ago, Infinity Ward is still involved with making a Zombies type mode for Modern Warfare 19. That ended up getting scrapped, but what if Infinity Ward is working on something Zombies related for the next 2023 experience, and Treyarch could also lend them a helping hand with getting that Zombies off the ground, considering they already worked on Zombies for the Modern Warfare engine through Call of Duty Vanguard. So that could be a collaboration between them two in 2023. You just never know. Now, I personally think the success of DMZ is going to shape the future of what Outbreak is in terms of an open world sandbox type experience. Taking Outbreak farther than it ever went over in Black Ops Cold War, it's not going to take away from the quality of Round-Base. I don't think Round-Base is ever going anywhere, but I definitely think if anything Zombies related is coming out next year, it'll probably be Outbreak or DMZ like, and then they'll just save all the Round-Base for Black Ops 2024. I'd rather see that. I mean, hell, maybe don't even do an Outbreak for the next Black Ops game. Release whatever that big experience is for the 2023 anniversary type game, and then maybe release a couple of remastered maps or smaller scaled round-based maps, if anything, but save the high quality round-based maps with the cutscenes and Easter eggs for the next premium Black Ops game coming out in the next couple of years. But also in terms of remakes and what could be the future of remasters, right? This is something that nobody out there's really discussed in terms of Zombies specifically, but when you look at the new leaked COD 2.0 schedule that the Ghost of Hope also reported on, it looks like we're going to be getting this type of schedule. You have a premium game that comes out, then a year later you have a big DLC expansion or paid spin-off that comes out that's kind of connected to that premium game but features all new types of content or remasters. Then a year after that you get a new premium game again, and then rinse and repeat, a tick and a tock like system. So if 2023's purpose is to be the expansion or spin-off to Modern Warfare 2, then that'll obviously feature probably remasters from Modern Warfare 2 2009, that spin-off type campaign featuring something about the Ghost, that's the rumor right now, and let's say it has a zombie, sure. But then you look at what the future is for Black Ops. So the new Black Ops would come out in 2024, then a year later you'd have that spin-off type of expansion. So what would that look like for the next Black Ops game? I think that could be where remasters come into play. They might not want to drop any big remasters or like a Chronicles 2 during 2024's main life cycle or its first life cycle, but during a supposed year 2 or whenever that expansion type game comes out, it might feature a type of follow-up campaign or a prequel of sorts. It'll have a multiplayer maybe full of like Black Ops 2 2012 maps all remastered beautifully on the new engine, and then the zombies could just be, you know, Transit Diaries Buried, A Faithful Mob of the Dead, A Faithful Origins, something of that nature. I feel like that is going to be the way they end up handling remasters in the future. I feel like ever since 2016 when Modern Warfare 1 Remastered came out, Activision was trying to figure out a way in which they could remaster either full Call of Duties or just multiplayers, or like with Chronicles from 2017, just a big Zombies remake pack. I feel like they've been trying to figure out what a good schedule looks like in releasing content like that, and they might have just figured it out with the beginning of COD 2.0, which would mean that if big Zombies remakes are on the way, they might be getting saved for some type of big expansion in 2025 that'll be the equivalent of whatever we end up getting in 2023. But with that being said, when it comes to the big expansion over behind the scenes at Treyarch, it'll end up solving a problem that I think even Cold War had. Now obviously Cold War was problematic for a number of reasons, like I mentioned earlier in this video. The pandemic wasn't even their game, it was Sledgehammer's, but there was a bit of an issue where they were trying to do a lot, they were trying to be ambitious, even though they had very little time to do it, and still pulled off some solid round-based maps, Outbreak, Onslaught even, and then some other LTMs in between, on top of a super Easter egg during year 2. That was still quite a bit on top of a very strong story to kind of wrap all that together. I loved that, but imagine how much bigger all of that can be with an expansion to development. So with that being said, I don't think we'll have any issues during Black Ops 2024 or even sooner than that, where you end up seeing more attention going into round-based over Outbreak, or Outbreak over round-based, or when Onslaught doesn't get enough updates in a small period of time, you might see a perfect blend and a perfect balance where all of those different type of game modes get just unlimited support as often as possible with every single season, every mid-season update, whatever that could be. So I think that's really promising for those out there that might have a preference of one of those modes over another. All of those should be getting equal types of DLC as long as the player base stays strong. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on 115 Day, which is today when I'm posting this video? How are you feeling about the incredible new updates for the future of zombies and everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.